Ever wondered why your coconut palms aren't bearing as much fruit as they should? It could be a fertilizing issue. Coconut palms, like any other plants, require a balanced diet of nutrients to thrive and produce a bountiful harvest. Often the challenge lies in understanding what kind of fertilizer they need, when to apply it, and how to do it correctly. There's a common misconception that any fertilizer will do. However, coconut palms have specific nutritional needs that must be met for optimal growth. Then there's the timing. Fertilizing at the wrong time can lead to nutrient loss and less effective absorption. Moreover, the method of application is equally crucial. Improper application can result in nutrient runoff, where the fertilizer is washed away before the roots can absorb it. So, how can you overcome these challenges and ensure your coconut palms are well fertilized? Let's delve into that. The first step to effective fertilization begins with preparing the ground around your coconut palm. Start by clearing the area. Remove any weeds, debris or fallen palm fronds that may hinder the absorption of nutrients. Next, it's time to assess your soil conditions. Grab a handful of soil and feel its texture. If it's sandy or clay-like, you might need to add organic matter to improve its fertility. Now, let's create a trench for the fertilizer. Around the drip line of your palm, dig a trench about 1 foot deep and 2 feet wide. This trench will serve as the home for your fertilizer, ensuring it gets to the roots of your palm and not just the surface. Remember, the goal here is to create an environment that will allow the fertilizer to be as effective as possible. With the ground now prepared, you're ready to start the actual fertilization process. Now that we have prepared the ground, it's time to apply the fertilizer. Fertilizing is an essential step in coconut palm care, ensuring the tree receives the nutrients it needs to produce an abundant supply of coconuts. To begin with, we need to select the right kind of fertilizer. Organic fertilizers are a great choice for coconut palms, as they contain all the necessary nutrients and are gentle on the tree's root system. A mix of compost, bone meal and Epsom salt can provide a good balance of nitrogen, phosphorus and magnesium, which are vital for the palm's growth and fruit production. In terms of quantity, a well-established, mature coconut palm typically requires about 2 pounds of this organic mix. For younger trees, a pound should suffice. Now let's talk about the method of application. The fertilizer should be spread evenly around the base of the tree, extending out to the edge of the canopy. This is where the tree's feeder roots are located. As for timing, it's best to fertilize your coconut palm 3 times a year, in the early spring, midsummer, and late fall. This schedule ensures the tree receives a steady supply of nutrients throughout its growing season. Remember, it's key to water the area thoroughly after applying the fertilizer, as this helps the nutrients to penetrate into the soil and reach the roots. And there you have it. The fertilizer is now applied, but the job isn't over yet. Applying the fertilizer is just part of the process. The aftercare is equally important. Once you've fertilized your coconut palms, the real work begins. This isn't a set it and forget it situation. You need to water your tree immediately after fertilizing. This helps the nutrients seep into the soil and reach the roots of the palm. But don't drown it. Moderation is key. In the days and weeks that follow, keep a keen eye on your tree. Look for changes in the color or texture of the leaves. These could be signs that your tree is responding to the fertilizer. If things look bright and healthy, well done. If not, don't lose heart. Gardening is all about trial and error. You may need to adjust the fertilization process based on the response of your palm. If the leaves start to yellow, it could mean your palm needs more iron. If the growth seems stunted, perhaps a dose of nitrogen will do the trick. And remember, different seasons may require different types of care. In summary, fertilizing coconut palms involves preparing the ground, applying the right kind of fertilizer, and offering diligent aftercare. The process may be laborious, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Remember, fertilizing your coconut palms isn't a one-time task. It's a continuous process that requires patience and care. But with this guide, you're well on your way to a fruitful coconut palm. Happy gardening!